Dun, 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 dun. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's your boy D-Fren. We back in the building for another episode of D-Fren Show. Episode number 66, I believe. Got a lot of things to get into. A lot of things to discuss. We got music, Tory Lanez. We got DaBaby drama. We got emails from pedophile defenders. We got a lot of things to get into. Maybe still got like some Kyle Rittenhouse shit because today's the last day and they closing out the trial without. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe right now. If you want to subscribe to the channel, SoundCloud, Spotify, and iTunes for the full podcast over there. You can also subscribe to this channel, and you can also follow me on all my social medias before we get into it. So typically I do, before the show starts, if there's something that intrigues me, I do like the daily comment of the day or just reacting to comments that I get that pass by and that interest me, right? So I just want to read this with you. Now, this one isn't interesting to me. This really didn't sway my opinion, but it did spark my intrigue because it was like there's really people that are on this defend pedophile wave. So this person did their research. I'm not sure if there's some kind of scholar, some type of psychologist or something. They couldn't comment, so they went to email me a long email about what why it's not that bad for people of pedophile status to intermingle with children. So I want to read this, right? So this is from Mobius Xavier. He says, or she says, YouTube automatically deletes my reply just by adding the word pedophile in it. This is why I'm emailing you instead. MAP was created to include more than just pedophilia. Hebophilia is a sexual attraction to ages 11 to 14. Ophiophilia is a sexual attraction to ages 15 to 19. Infantophilia is a sexual attraction to ages 0 to 4. This leaves pedophilia to be the sexual attraction to ages 5 to 10. As you can see, with ebiophilia, it includes ages 18 to 19. So even if it's including 18 to 19, that doesn't really deter me from the fact that if you is doing anything from the ages that are not legally to the ages that are definitely not legal, which we're talking about infantophilia, something's wrong with you. You a nasty motherfucker. There's nothing, no way you can convince me of that. I don't care if you're born with it. I don't care if it was in your brain. I'm sorry. I ain't rocking with it. I'm sure a lot of you who watch ain't rocking with that shit either. So they went on to say, anyone is allowed to be sexually attracted to anyone. Some idiots think being a pedophile is a crime. It's not. So some idiots think that being a pedophile is a crime. This person to me states being a pedophile is not a crime. So the problem is that MAPS, which they're trying to use a new word, instead of saying like pedophiles or saying like in these other type of things, they're trying to use MAPS. So minor attracted persons is now the new thing. Trail the photo. Yeah. See, but the ancestors did a lot of shit that's wrong that we've come to realize that isn't really the proper way of doing things. Like, I know that back in the day, they used to have sex with children and underage. And to be honest, there are reasons for that. If you look it up, back in the day, people were, they died faster. The life expectancy wasn't that long. So they had to reproduce at younger ages. Like, there was other reasons to that went along with the ages of, sexual intercourse between people back in the hundreds of years ago. But still, that's some wild shit. So we sure ain't being a pedo is and always will be a crime no matter how they try to throw glitter all over. So anyways, people are hypocrites. Society has normalized minors being sexually attracted to adults. Some children, preteens, and teenagers are naturally sexually attracted to adults without being influenced or even knowing these adults at all. But people make excuses why these minors might be sexually attracted to adults, even though nobody ever asked. None of these same people make excuses for why MAPS are sexually attracted to minors. They just call them evil, sick, and threaten them with violence, even though no one can control their sexual attraction, including minors. People can make as many excuses for why minors might be sexually attracted to adults all they want, but it doesn't change the fact that they are. These minors who are sexually attracted to adults called AAMs, so they're trying to like make two parallel. Salute Charles Edward Cheese. Salute Charles Edward Cheese in the chat, everybody, for the $500. Salute to you, man. I ain't gonna lie. Salute to you. So they're making names up. There's like, we're going to call you MAPS. Y'all are minor attracted persons. And then we're going to call kids that want to do things with adults. We're going to call you AAMs, adult attracted minors. That's the way we're going to, make it look cute and nice and put it into a box. So, which is the reverse of MAPS. There's a book of 155 true cases of adult males and females who had sex with adults when they themselves were minors. They said consented, enjoyed it, and was not traumatic or abusive, and was a positive experience. I don't care how many children have sex with adults and they say that they didn't have a bad experience or they liked it. It just ain't the wave. It's never gonna be the wave. You cannot make it the wave. And like I said, this is gonna be my third time saying this. If they try to make it the wave, I'm going to be on the side that stand against it no matter who it is. If it's the people y'all consider like Nazis now or whatever, like not real Nazis, not like Hitler Nazis, but like whatever y'all call the like Proud Boy people, y'all call them Nazis. Like if they're the only people that are fighting back against this, then I guess I'm going to be standing on that side waving my anti-MAP pedophile acceptance flag as well. I don't care if you're born with it. I get it, you know. I'm just not rocking with it. So there's a lot more to this email, but it's pretty much the same thing. And I was interested, like, damn, you really wanted to get that point across. Like, you really wanted to let me know the statistics on people who are pedophiles and this and that. So let me read the comments real quick. I don't agree with underage dating, but 90% of our total history includes what we know called pedophile. What makes us think we are right now? Just playing devil's advocate. Trail, this ain't the hill to play devil's advocate on, brother. It's just not. It's just like I could be. Well, slavery has always been a thing. So what's wrong if we bring back slavery a little bit? We've realized we've grown past that. We've realized the error of our ways. Now, like I said, historical context brought into it. We can do all those things. Same reason why I don't vilify George Washington and all of them for having slaves, because I get it was of the times. Like I get that. I'm sure my great-great-great-grandmother maybe was 12 when my grandfather was 25. Like that may have been the case. There was things back then. They only lived till they was 30, so they had to recreate young. We know now women's eggs start dropping by the time they turn 30. I get all that, but we in a new age. Motherfuckers living till they 70. So we've come with the error of our ways now. So we can't die on that. Don't, Trail the photographer, do not die on that hill. That's not the hill you want to be up on. So anyways, that was just something. So like I said, you comment, I respond. A lot of the things that get sent to me, I look at, I read. I really read every comment. Like I ain't like I get a million comments, so it ain't like it's a million different things for me to read, but I do read all the comments when I get them. So like I said, you could comment throughout the time and I'll get to those and I'll read them. So before we get really started, I do want to say that if you were here when I spoke about the Astroworld thing, I know, Astroworld, I'm so tired of Astroworld. Why are we still talking about this shit? The 9-year-old who had the brain damage and the damaged organs has finally passed away. So 9-year-old Astroworld Fest victim Ezra Blunt has passed away from his injuries sustained at the festival. This is so heartbreaking, man. Rest in peace to a young king. So he came down to the festival with his father to watch the Travis Scott show, and as we see, he has now succumbed to his injuries and passed away. So that's very tragic. It's very sad, and I know the narrative. Why would a 9-year-old be at a festival? Like, bro, it's a festival. They have shit there. Kids like Travis Scott. Kids like all these other kids like DaBaby. Kids like this. Their parents probably thought they were just coming to a musical event. They probably didn't know that it was like wild, crazy, jam-packed, raging rager. His son was probably old enough now. They haven't done it since 2019, obviously, because COVID hit. So he might have been 7 at the time. Now he's 9. Maybe he's gotten into Travis Scott. He listened to the Astroworld album. He wants to go see his favorite artist perform. We've been locked down for COVID for 2 years. Let's let the kid have fun. And just so tragically that this had to be the outcome of that situation. So sad, sad, sad all around. And prayers up for all the families. So that does make 10 victims now from the Astroworld Festival that had passed away. And I believe if there was any more that were hospitalized, if there was any more that were on the brink of death, they would have reported those by now. They would have let us know if there was more of those by now. So what happened to people actually waiting to see if people get better before pulling the plug? I mean, their doctors probably told them, like, you know, hey, like when we read the story, I kind of knew the writing was on the wall. Like they said, you have significant brain damage, right? Because doctors know they have significant brain damage and all your organs are failing due to the lack of oxygen from your brain. They probably know, like, there is no coming back from this. You're not just gonna magically get better. This isn't TV where somebody comes through with an organ last minute, or somehow your brain starts circulating. Like it's just not the way that happens in real life. So they were probably advised by medical staff to, it's over with, and to pull the plug and let your son go into his eternal peace. So like I said, rest in peace to the 9-year-old who just recently passed away due to injuries from the Astroworld Festival. So before I get, I think it's going to be my last thing with Astroworld Festival. And I know I've talked about this a lot, just because it's like something like it's very intriguing. There's new details coming out. There's more information coming out. It's like a lot of things that are going on with this. And now, and I said it, I showed the Tiana Taylor video, right? They're checking on fans. They're doing this. Now we have a serial offender who is doing this at every one of her tour stops. And I love her dearly. I love her so much. She's so beautiful. She makes such great music. But SZA is now going out of her way to try to, she wants to be the all-star of the Travis Scott Challenge, right? So let me just play this clip of SZA at one of her recent shows.
Yes, I have played concerts where people have passed out before. Also, way more water. Is there water? If I have water in the bag, my personal water, just bring all the water.
Get all of my water from backstage, please. The 10 waters for these 500 people, please go get the 10 waters and disperse those 10 waters amongst these people. Please, God. It's like, come on. What's that thing people do when they're like trying to make themselves look virtue signaling? That's what this looks like to me.
And it's like, some might think, hey, people pass out all the time, blah, blah, blah. But people don't die at concerts all the time.
Like, it's such a way to get like crowd engagement because you know they're going to like cheer about shit like that.
Some things end up shifting and shaping and changing the way you do shit forever. And that's a good thing. So I'm glad that we will now be more human with each other. Thank you for being patient.
See, and people will get mad at me for playing clips like that and be like, well, what do you think she's supposed to do? She should care about her fans. I'm not saying she shouldn't care about her fans, but like now it's just a convenient PR type play. That's what the shit look like. It's like, I know people are looking for these type of videos on the internet. I know if I do this, it'll get tons of plays. I'm sure there's people recording. The Shade Room will pick it up. The Baller Alert will pick it up. Then I'll get this type of good press. But I see through that bull. It just looked like bullshit to me. It looked like, hey, I'm gonna take advantage of this thing that's going on, and I'm gonna just be stopping my show. Like, bitch, I didn't. Not bitch, 'cause I love SZA, but I didn't come here for you to stop the show to fake bring out 10 waters for 500 fucking people. I want to hear Love Galore. I want to hear The Weeknd. Can you please continue to fucking sing, please, God? I don't want it. None of this bullshit is what I came here for. We're fine. We're not raging. This isn't a Travis Scott concert. We're supposed to be just swaying with our lighters in the sky, listening to you sing. That ain't what this is, right? And even Don Toliver did it, which Don Toliver is a Cactus Jack rapper. He's from Houston.
Hey, look, check me out. Chill. Y'all hang tight. Y'all chill, bro. If ain't nobody pressing you, you need to come out. You good? Y'all good?
Bro, just perform, bro. I get everybody's scared. It happened to Travis. It can happen to anybody. Bro, just perform. It's not happening at y'all shows, bro. It's just not happening. And then people, the thing I don't like about this too is because when artists do this, people on the internet use this as new evidence, like, of their disdain for Travis Scott, because SZA and Don Toliver are pointing out people that are standing right in front of him, not a 50,000, 60,000 crowd pack where people in the back are fucked up. People on the side. It's like, we got to relax. We got to stop it. And we just got to, just play the music. Just play the songs. So I'm off Travis Scott. And off Astroworld, off all that. I don't think nothing else can come from it. We know the lawsuits are coming. We know everything that's coming with that. We already know what's going to be. Reading the comments, Trey Stay Lit says, starting to feel bad for Travis. This is going to hang over him for the next 5 to 10 years. How long you feel this is really going to affect Travis? His career, that shit would have pissed me off. Like, sing shit. That's what I'm saying. Fucking sing, bitch. Don't go get the waters. I don't care about the waters. I want to hear you sing. Don Toliver, I want to hear you do your feature on, I don't even know too much Don Toliver music, but I know you on Lemonade. Can you please perform Lemonade? Please. We fine, brother. We're good. Perform. Please, God. But how long do you think? I think this affects Travis Scott as long as Travis Scott allows this to affect him. Because people are so wishy-washy. Like, you know, you realize how like you're not really hearing about it too much. It's because it's not trendy anymore. These people, like, you have to realize on social media, people didn't really give a fuck to begin with. It was trendy. Do you want likes, retweets, this, that? Like, it's trendy to talk about. It's not trendy anymore. So I feel like Travis Scott could drop an album next year, like just wait a little bit. Like let the holidays go, let Thanksgiving go, let Christmas go, like let the year go. And then right before summertime, you drop Euphoria, and people are gonna go listen to it. They're not gonna get like, bro, they're gonna be like, damn, you know, people died, that's so sad, but people are still gonna listen to the music. As long as the music is A1, he'll be all right. We've seen music get people through a lot of shit. We've seen A1 music get people through a lot of shit. And the thing with Travis Scott is you can't even solely blame him for that. That's why I say music will get him through it. His fans will get him through it. Yeah, there may be people faking shit on the internet. They're throwing away their fake, I don't know if their shoes are fake, but they're throwing away their Travis Scott Jordans, their Cactus Jack merch. They're doing this, they're doing that. But if you look at statistics, shit, his album sales from Astroworld went up. People are going to listen to the music. I don't understand why. Because it ain't like it's like something happened and I'm going to go watch a video. People just went and listened to the music. That's why he's in the position that he's in. If he just keeps dropping music, he'll be all right. Because this generation, they don't really give a fuck. Short attention spans. We hear the next day, gone tomorrow. Like, look at today's news. What's today's news? All we talking about today is Rittenhouse trial, Ahmaud Arbery trial, and DaBaby and fucking Danny Lay, right? And we can get to the Danny Lay shit right now because I just think on all sides, right? All social media type shit is all corny, it's all cringy, and it's all whack, right? Just allowing people into you're already a celebrity, right? So you already have somewhat of your window is not all the way open, right? It's like people can already kind of peek in through your blinds. Like they see parts of you, they see a lot, but like when you go on social media with certain shit, especially like real personal shit like children and your relationship, like you just let the window wide open, the draft is in, people, the nosy neighbors are at your door with the like everybody's in now. We're in the room with you guys now. So they went live together last night and they got into an argument, something about the baby. He wants to kick her out and they're arguing about their baby and him just now seeing the baby or something like that. They've been together for the past 3 months. There's a whole whirlwind, right? Like these guys were together and then she got pregnant and then it looked like they weren't together and I guess now they are together. I don't really give a fuck about their relationship, you know? I'm just looking at the optics of something like this. The optics of social media blasting each other. Because like I tell my wife all the time, let me and my wife, we talk about dumb shit all the time. We always talk about what ifs, this dumb shit, right? And people probably hear me like, why do y'all talk about stuff like that? We just talk about dumb shit. Because we just joke. We're like two fucking big jokesters, right? So we just talk about like if we ever got divorced. Like I always say, if I got divorced with you and I was with these new age women and they did shit like they start posting like me and D friend got in a fight and I see it post on Instagram and done. I'm cut. Like I'm not dealing, especially coming off a marriage. Like, bro, I'm not dealing with no bullshit off of a marriage. As soon as a woman posts something, oh, he didn't do this or this nigga did anything on social media, it's a wrap, cut, done. So they went on Instagram last night. It was crying. They were doing the whole thing that they was doing. And DaBaby posted this. He said, I would like to swiftly remove myself from any of the hostile behavior put on display moments ago. This here thing was far enough for Shorty to crash out on her own, and it saddens me because I still got a queen to raise. The last hour has been documented for my safety and business, done based on my reputation with multiple threats of setting up an internet scheme and a person refusing to me and somebody else here knew to record her. I done been beat on and yelled at and chased around like one of them fatal love attraction type girls. But I knew to keep it together. My team will be in contact with any and everybody we're in business with who may need clarification. End of the day, no big deal. I don't want no charges pressed or nothing. Just want her peacefully removed, which they need to hurry up and do as we speak. I didn't even want that behavior on display, but it's okay, man. This shall too pass. It's all good. My focus right now is solely on this new project out in this live show Killer Tour starting November 26th. Hate Shawty went out that way, but that ain't my business. I'm a father first, always and always will be. So, she responded to that and she said, "Hey guys, since baby want to put up a statement with his cap ass, I'll put mine up. So we've been living with each other for the past 3 months since our baby been born, doing us. And tonight he want to come in the room talking about I need to go. Don't matter where I go. Mind you, I have a newborn child. So he said I can go to a hotel. This man is mad because I had a plan B sent to his condo because all he want to do is come at me with no responsibility. Obviously he probably want me out so he can fuck on his baby mother and other hoes who been known. We've been together this whole time. Well, I just had my first child. This all goes to say that this man is a fucking coward. I'm sleeping after cooking him dinner, and he want to say I need to go. Fuck you, baby. And damn, I really should just listen to the cap-ass internet about this man. I'm going to learn and I'm going to grow. But this right here ain't it. And I'm sorry to my baby that her father is kicking her out her home at 3 months. So when you hear that, you're like, damn, how evil can you be kicking out your 3-month-old child? DaBaby at a time like that in the middle of the night, you're gonna kick out your child. The woman just cooked you dinner, and then you're trying to kick her to the curb. So my thing with this is, right, and there's a comment, Troll the photographer says, can we cancel DaBaby again, right? And my thing with DaBaby is like, bro, you just like you would think like after the whole LGBTQ thing, you would just want to stay out of any type of bad PR moments, right? Like he just had a show in Vegas where he fell off the stage. It was funny. He lost a ring. Girl gave it back to her. He serenaded her. Let's get married. Like that's a good internet moment, right? This type of shit isn't a good internet moment. I always think because celebrities feel they have the upper edge, even though Danny Lay is in some way a celebrity, maybe C-list celebrity, but she still has a pretty big record with Chris Brown. So she makes good music, or she's made a good song. They think that, they'll just be the bigger person and all fall under the umbrella. But there's a lot of people that are siding with Danny Lay because it really all just looks nasty. She's the side chick. She's this, she's that. It's like, to me, I don't know. I ain't a rich nigga, right? I'm not DaBaby's rich, right? But when I see you constantly with a woman 24/7, you make music about her, you're constantly posting with her, and obviously she's living with you now. People can say, well, she's only living with him because of the kid. But let's not act like we didn't see them already living together before. Like, if that's a side chick, then there's a new level definition of side chick being presented in society every single day, right? Because I thought side chick was like I got my wife here, and it's like I got this bitch. I just run around. Hey, I got to go to the grocery store for 4 hours. Like I just run around the corner, go fuck real quick, and come. That's what I thought a side chick was. I didn't know side chicks developed into like moving them into $1 million condos, being around me 24/7, allowing me to be posted all over your social media. Like, I didn't know that's what side chicks were. But I guess for DaBaby, that's what a side chick is nowadays. And that's what he's going to claim Danny Lay is. But she's getting a lot of support on social media because she looks stupid too, in my opinion. She looks dumb. Because really, let's be honest. Do we think that Danny Lay is going to leave him after this? Because he tried to kick her out last night. And he went live again this morning. She was still there. She was still there. So obviously she ain't trying to leave that bad. She's still there. She's still at his crib. So my thing with that is, I don't think Danny Lay is like broke because, like I always say, a lot of this rap shit, like if a rapper make $100,000 a year industry and people will call them broke. But let's be honest, $100,000 a year will sustain you a pretty, a well-off life. Like I'm sure Danny Lay has some type of funds to where she could live a nice, healthy life monthly. Like I'm sure she has a lot of Instagram followers. She can get her a Fashion Nova deal. She could probably bring in like $10,000 to $15,000 a month and live a good life for her and her daughter. It ain't like she needs DaBaby to fund her lifestyle. Because I spoke to my wife about this and I was like, DaBaby mama probably ain't leaving because like she ain't gonna get no better than that nigga. Like they've been together before he was famous. After famous, he's famous. Now he's fucking all the hoes in Charlotte. But she probably ain't going to up one on that nigga. At least Danny Lay has some sort of career that she could try to thrive off of. That's what I would think. She's trying to thrive off her own career. But, love makes you do some wild and crazy things. So like I said, I don't think it's a good look for either one of them. I guess DaBaby still, ever since the Rolling Loud, hasn't gotten a proper PR team. But I feel like in this situation, he kept going with it because he believed that he was on the right side of it. He felt like he was going to get the upper hand in the situation. He felt like he was winning that situation. And I don't think that that's the case with that situation. So Let me take a brief pause real quick. I will be right back in like a minute. I need to do something real quick. So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. We're coming back. We're talking about, what are we talking about? The trial, Rittenhouse, all type of other things like that. So stay tuned. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Hope you waited. Hope you still here. So, I did see that whole thing just threw me off, right? DaBaby. Oh, this is all I'm talking about. Tory Lanez, right? So I was thinking about Tory Lanez today because he dropped a new song. It was called like Lady of Namek or something like that. And I just started thinking like, do I be going a little bit too hard on Tory Lanez? Because he allegedly shot Meg Thee Stallion. Like, I remember when it first happened, I was like super like, fuck Tory Lanez, get him out of here. He needs to go to prison. He's the worst person in the world. Like, that's the type of time I was on when it came to Tory Lanez, right? But now I think about it, I'm like, bro, we don't know the full facts of the case, right? And I support other artists who've probably done and said they've done way worse shit than that. So I was just wondering in my mind, was I a hypocrite when it came to Tory Lanez? That's the only real thought I had about it. Then I listened to his new song, Lady of Namek, and I was like, Tory Lanez is a great artist, but he's just a copycat motherfucker. Like, he just takes things that other artists do and implements them to himself. And the fact that he's so talented himself, he could just make people believe that he's the originator. He's just so great. Like, the shit just sounds like a ripoff of The Weeknd. It just sounds like a ripoff of The Weeknd, and people praising it like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Let's go ahead and get
It sounds like a ripoff from The Weeknd. Now, you tell me. You tell me. Do you think it sounds like a ripoff from The Weeknd or not? The new song's called Lady of Namek. You let me know in the comment section. Is this a ripoff of The Weeknd? Just let me know. I just want to know. So, I ain't gonna lie to you. I started streaming a little too late. Video cameras will not be charged. Well, he is charged. It's not like he's not charged. He is charged. He does still have to go to court. He just hasn't been convicted of it. But he has been charged for it. So, I'm going to come back here later. I got something to do that I forgot I had to do. So, this is going to be a really short episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you come back because we will have more stories and more things to discuss. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications every single time that I post. I appreciate everybody for being here, listening, watching, subscribing. See you guys next time.